debate here this evening. I have the questions, and as you can see, I've not had an opportunity to see the questions before this evening, and I asked when they first contacted me about moderating this debate, I said I don't want to see the questions until I get there that evening, because that way I don't have anybody calling me and say, what's the questions? I can, if I got a call, I can say, I don't know, and I didn't until now. First question will be for Nels Ackerson. Nels, question number one is, you have 2 minutes. What policies will you support to bring about cost-effective health care for all citizens, including the self-employed?
Well, there is no greater issue. There are many important issues, but there is no greater issue than health care for many of the people in this audience and for many of the people in the congressional district. I will fight for improving the health care, particularly in rural areas. We have a higher percentage of persons suffering from bad health in rural areas than we do in the rest of the economy. We have fewer doctors, and we have less access to broadband and to other necessary facilities for our doctors. I have pledged also that I will restore health care benefits for our veterans. They have diminished over the last many years, and we are not honoring our commitments to our veterans. That is where I will start. Now, I have been asked about comprehensive or universal health care. I have concerns about going that far immediately with health care because the size of the national debt approaching $10 trillion, that's $125,000 for every family of 4 in the United States, must be paid down. And so I have to look at that. I think we must honor our commitments to our veterans. I have supported health care for our children. I will support restoring health, access to health in rural areas particularly, and I will fight hard to make sure that rural America gets the health care that it needs.
Congressman, you have 2 minutes to respond.
Thank you. By way of decision-making, I use principles, principle-oriented decision-making. So I ask questions about liberty, personal responsibility, accountability, whether there's economic opportunity, does it enhance high standards, does it protect American citizens when we're abroad. That's a paradigm that I use. So I think any issue you're going to ask, I put it into that paradigm and then I come out with a policy. The policy here is it's about increasing access to what I would call affordable, high-quality, patient-centered health systems. I, in Congress, when I served not only as a leader on the Veterans Affairs Committee, but also on the Energy and Commerce Committee, I serve on the Health Subcommittee. I deal with health care every day. And I do battle every day with individuals who want to socialize our private health system in this country. And what do? They also then pick on and they bastardize Lilly and other pharmaceutical companies and medical device companies, the great people who do great things for not only our citizens, but how it benefits the world. What we need to do is reform the tax code so people can afford to keep their insurance. I also advocate the ability not only for it to be portable, but for you to buy health insurance from other states, like you do your auto policies. I would expand the tax-free health savings accounts. 5 of us created health savings accounts. I would reform medical liability. We have become too litigious of a society. Not only by trial lawyers and class action trial lawyers who send everybody letters and trying to profitize off of somebody else's tough times, we are too litigious, and we have to be able to permit these specialty docs and their high insurance to be able to stay in practice. I want to expand the health information technology. I've been a leader in doing that in the VA, and we'll leverage that into the private system. I also want to combat all the counterfeit drugs that are being imported into our country. Not only are they counterfeit, they're misbranded, and they're adulterated. And I have a bipartisan bill that right now with Chairman Dingell called the Food Drug Safety Act